Hi, my name is Ninamelena, and I will be doing an informative speech about my job. I'll just briefly go into some of the products that my company offers, and then what part of the field that I take part in. And if anybody has any questions at the end, feel free to ask. So basically, I work for Coventry Healthcare. It is a well-known insurance company, and we offer many different types of insurances. We take part in the HMO and PPO plans, and we offer individual and group insurance plans, and we also offer the workman's comp plans. And right now, Coventry is actually trying to become one of the biggest insurance companies around, which we just actually, Aetna just actually bought us. And so we're supposed to be merging with them in the next several months, which will make us one of, not one of the top insurance carriers, but I think we will fall in between one through five as one of the largest insurance companies that offer the Medicaid and Medicare plan, which is actually one of the biggest insurance deals going on right now. But the part that I take part in is the workers' comp portion. And I just briefly want to go into how workers' comp works. You know, a lot of people they misunderstand how workers' comp insurance works. They usually think that it has to do with their health insurance, which it has nothing to do with their health insurance. It's actually an insurance plan that the employers purchase to cover their employees if they get hurt on the job, or if they get hurt on grounds while doing their job performances, or sometimes even at claims where people are some of their jobs require them to drive from state to state, which is still on the job, so it still falls under workers' comp. So basically, workers' comp is, every state is different. You have Massachusetts, where it's mandated that everything has to come through utilization review, and Florida is one of the states that doesn't require utilization review. And what exactly utilization review is where providers submit their claims for procedures to be looked at and reviewed by a nurse, and every state has its own guidelines. And what part I take in is that I actually get the claims. I have established relationships with a lot of insurance carriers, a lot of adjusters. Like you see one that's probably well known is Travelers Insurance. It's one of the big workers' comp insurance, but then we also have Cedric, and we have PMA, which PMA is actually based here out of Florida. So like I said, once I receive the claims, I'm required to contact the adjusters to make sure that the actual injury is being accepted by them, and verify all the information. And also contact the providers, get any additional medical stuff. The nurse might need, verify ICD numbers, CPT codes, basically like a data entry, but a little bit more detail, just for the fact that we have to contact the adjusters and get the adjuster information. Get all the claim information, the adjuster information, the billing information. Once we get that all started, we're going to go ahead and get everything processed. If we need to make initial contact with the patient, we'll go ahead and get in contact with the patient, just verify everything with them, make sure everything is correctly, given to the insurance carrier. And once we combine that, then my process is to go ahead and set it up for the nurse. Have all the procedure codes in there, all the ICD-9 codes inside, place the activity on their boards. And then from there, the nurses have guidelines that they have to review and make sure that for the injury, the amount of, like, let's say it's a therapy request, that the amount of therapy is the correct amount of therapy that they should be having for the injury. what's the additional amount that they have available to them. And if they say if they happen to exceed that amount, let's say if it was 24 visits, then it would need to go to peer review. And from a peer review, this is actually a medical doctor that has to review it, and he also has guidelines. And of course, they're the ones who actually make the decision whether the procedure is actually acceptable for that injury. And once that response is given back, then it's our job to get a hold of the doctor's office, inform them of what's going on, whether the procedure is approved or denied. From there on, they're actually the provider can appeal the denial. If let's just say the procedure was denied, they have a right to appeal after so many days. And depending on the state, certain adjusters could override the decision and go ahead and process it. Because overall, they're the ones that's paying for it, so they have every right to accept what is whether it's been approved or denied. So here's how the workers' comp portion works for us. Here, workers' comp is actually growing and is becoming bigger because it just seems like more and more injuries are happening, and you kind of notice like in fluctuation in injuries when it comes to like the winter time with the colder states with the snow and the holidays, and people start slipping and falling and hurting themselves even more. But basically that's what our company does. Like I said, we have Medicaid, Medicare, we have field case management, we have telephonic case management, we have the workers' comp division. It's a huge company, and now that we're merging with Aetna, Aetna just purchased us. We're going to become one of the big health insurance companies, so it's actually pretty exciting for us. But Coventry has been around since 1986, and it has acquired quite a few different insurance carriers, like First Health was one of them in 2005, and I believe Alliance Medical was another one through their earlier years. So throughout the years, it's become a much bigger and well-known company, and they actually have great individual and great plans for anybody and everybody. It's a great company to work for, and definitely a great company to have insurance through. And that's pretty much it. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, and I'm more than willing to address anything. Thank you.